All right, today I'm going to install a sprung hinge, and I'm doing this for an apartment building. Typically in apartments or condos, the fire code says the door has to close for fire. They want all the doors to be closed. Close automatically. You'll see the same thing. The door that goes to the garage in your home, that's supposed to be sprung as well because they want that to be a fire safety thing. So anyway, we're gonna install this one. There's a rounded edge here. This is round, and I need a square edge. See, that won't fit there. So I'm gonna have to mortise out that little piece there in order to get this to fit. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, well, I've got the hinge in there, and none of these holes match the existing holes of the one in the wall. So inside the jamb, and this is a metal door, so that I don't like using metal doors, but we will have to pre-drill these holes here in order for this to work onto this metal door. So we're gonna pre-screw in some holes to get this hinge on. Okay, the hinge is screwed on, and now we're going to wind it up in order to get the close. I like these hinges. I like these spring hinges. You can use them in two ways. You can use it, the most common way is to close the door, but there are some instances where there's some house doors, usually some older homes, where the door kind of just closes on its own and it won't hold its position. It'll just always slam closed. You can use a spring hinge and you wind it backwards so that it actually can counterbalance that door closing. That's a nice way to deal with that situation. It's the only way that I know how to deal with that situation, other than trying to re-level the door, which is a lot more costly than just installing one of these spring hinges. So that's a really cool thing to do if you've got a door at home that likes to, is controlled by a ghost, right? Or it just closes on its own. You can use that spring to open it up. Okay, I wanted to show you the top of this spring mechanism, how this works. There's a little space here, obviously, for the Allen key to go in, and we were going clockwise. If we want the door to close, we want to be able to move this clockwise and then set your pin there. If you want the door to stay open, you would go counterclockwise. You would move this. You would move the spring. You'd move this pin backwards that way, counterclockwise, and then set your pin, and that'll get that door to swing open. And you have to play around with it. Some people like a hard close. Some people like a soft close. It's really just dependent on what is needed for the specific job that you're trying to do. Okay, so we have wound the spring clockwise, and it's fairly tight, and we got the set pin in there into the full position, and let's see how it goes. This is an outdoor area, so we are getting some air that's already in the house, and that's creating some back pressure. But let's see. It should close on its own here. Here we go. Just like that. So that's how those spring hinges work.